What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with the first video of January. We're kicking it off right with a brand new banger. Now, before I dive into that, I do want to mention a couple things. First off, it is the 1st of January 2020. That means that in my state, weed is now legal, everybody. I'm very excited about this. Everyone grab your piece, grab your blunt. Pardon me. Let's hit this bong. Cheers, everybody. Oh my god. Oh, either way, thank you to everybody for tuning into my content. I hope you guys are as excited for the month of January as I am. 2020 is going to be a wonderful year for this channel, guys. It's going to be great. Without further ado, fuck all the extra shit. Let's dive right into this story. Now, back in high school, me and my good friend Ashton, we were up to no good, as most of you guys know. And one of the things that Ashton used to do, for those of you guys who have heard a lot of my older stories with Ashton in them, you'll know that he was a pretty big plug. He sold a lot of drugs. And one of the things that he would create and sell is he would take his synthetics and he'd put it into vape juice. He'd make his own little, like, juice mix. And then he'd put it in, like, this guy was making carts before making carts was cool, right? Like, but it wasn't actually, like, weed in these carts. It was synthetics, shit that wouldn't show up on drug tests, because, you know, this guy had a strong love for synthetics since he was on probation, which that's another hilarious story. This guy was on probation for Grand Theft Auto. He was literally on probation for stealing a car. He did it in freshman year. That shit was hilarious. But nevertheless, either way, me and him are hanging out at his house, and it's a fine day, you know, and he's making another batch of this synthetic shit, you know. And I used to always test it with him because he would always say to me, oh, dude, you know, if I can't do this shit myself, then I can't give it to my customers, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good point. So we'd always be sitting at his house, and he had a crazy nice house. I don't know what this kid's family did for a living. I was pretty sure his dad was like a mob boss or something. But either way, I'd go to this guy's house, right? And we'd be sitting in his room, you know, next to his gaming setup. Normally, we'd just be like, you know, I'd pull a chair up next to his PC and we'd take turns playing Counter-Strike or something. And then while I was playing, he'd go to, like, manufacturing some drug or something. But nevertheless, he's whipping up these carts. And I didn't know exactly what he did to mix it. It didn't look that complicated because he was just doing it all, like, in his lap with a bunch of shit in front of him. He had, like, baggies of different shit. He had, like, tinfoil. Like, this guy had all this equipment to make these, you know, mix this little concoction and put it in these tanks. And I remember I used to smack these things all the time with him and never really had a problem. There was a couple times where I got too high and, like, damn near passed out off these things, and they were fucked up. And I'm not sure if I've ever made a video about the synthetic, you know, carts that he used to make. But, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I looked back. This dude was really revolutionary, man. Ashton was out here making carts before it was cool, bro. Not, you know, maybe not necessarily the best kind. They were synthetics, but nevertheless, he was making carts before carts were the trend, dude. Props to that guy. Brilliant man. But either way, we're smacking on this thing. It's all fine and dandy. There's this other kid who Ashton was good friends with, and I didn't know that well, who we're going to call Jerry. Now, he went to the same alternative school as us, right? And he hits Ashton up. He calls him. You know, they're on the phone while I'm playing Counter-Strike on his computer. And Jerry's like, yo, dude, what you want? And Ashton's like, oh, I'm just I'm with Nick right now. You know, I'm making some of these carts, bro. And he's like, oh, can I come grab a few? And Ashton's like, yeah, bro, come over. So, you know, we're chilling, playing some games. Maybe 20 minutes later, Jerry pulls up, right? We shake up, you know, and I knew Jerry. It's, you know, nowadays I've heard nothing but weird things about this guy. But at the time, you know, he was a pretty chill guy. You know, he pulls up, we shake up with him, and we're sitting, you know, in Ashton's room, chatting a little bit. And Ashton hooks up, you know, another one of these cart things to his box mod. He had a little box mod that was, like, perfect for these carts, right? And he starts hitting it, and he passes it over to Jerry. I was already stoned, so I turned it down at this point. I was already fucked up because I was the guinea pig on the first cart. He was like, hit this once, let me know, is it too strong? How is it? And it was good to me, but I was chilling. I knew that I didn't need any more. Jerry gets the thing. He's straight sheafing on this cart. I'm talking like this dude is long hitting the fuck out of this thing. It's getting a little concerning after a point, right? How hard, like this dude smacks it like 5 or 6 times in a row. And for those of you guys who have ever smoked synthetics, you're not really supposed to do that with synthetics. That's not how you consume them. You're not supposed to hit them 5, 6 times in a row because each hit is equivalent to like 10 hits of the loud, Speaking of, let's take another hit, dude. Cheers again to my birthday being tomorrow. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to do that to celebrate, man. The bong is right in front of me. It was looking good. But either way, nevertheless, he's straight long hitting this cart, right? And finally, he passes it back to Ashton. And, I noticed how much he's hitting it. And I'm just kind of looking at this guy like, okay, either you're a synthetic animal or you're an idiot. And this guy's about to start tweaking. And, of course, you guys can probably imagine what happened. This guy started tweaking. So, we're all chilling, right? We're playing some Counter-Strike. It's all fine and dandy. And, we're chatting with him, right? He's being very talkative at first. And as this evening progresses, and luckily Ashton's parents aren't home. It's just us at his house, right? This kid kind of stops talking, right? Like he stops being so talkative. I look over. This kid's he looks like a ghost, dude. He's clammed the fuck up. He's like sweating, and I pointed out. I'm like, "Are you good, bro?" I'm like, "You look like death right now." And Ashton looks over and he's like, "Oh damn, bro." He's like, "You need some water?" And Jerry's just like, "Yeah, bro, water would be pretty good right now." So, Ashton goes and grabs this dude of water. I'm trying to chat with him to make sure this dude's, like, staying conscious. I'm like, oh, shit. Because I wasn't really paying attention to how he was feeling after those hits. I just figured, oh, he hit it that many times. He's got to maybe know what he's doing. But apparently not. Like this dude tweaked. So Ashton comes back up with some water. This guy slams this cup of water, bro. This guy straight murks this cup of water. And we're sitting there, and he's like, where's the bathroom at, bro? He goes to the bathroom. We hear him vomiting, like, aggressively. We hear this kid yakking from down the hall. I don't think, like, I never got up, but I don't think he closed the door because of how loudly I heard. I think he just got in the bathroom and started yakking, right? So me and Ashton kind of start laughing. We're like, oh, shit, dude. Like, this kid, like, he must not be feeling good. But he kept yakking for like a few minutes straight. So finally Ashton gets up, goes in there. He's like, hey, you all right, bro? He's checking on him. And, they say whatever. I don't really know what they said. I was still on his computer at this point, right? Because neither of them wanted to play anything. I was like, you guys want to trade off with me? They're like, nah, bro, just keep playing. So I just kept playing Counter-Strike on this dude's computer. And, he goes and checks on him. Dude's in the bathroom for a minute. Finally, he comes back, lays on Ashton's bed, right? Passes the fuck out. Now, at this point, Ashton's like, dude, my parents are coming home soon, I think. And I'm like, fuck, bro. What are we going to do? Like, there's this dead dude on your bed. Like this dude's cashed on your bed. He just yacked all over. I haven't gone to look in the bathroom to see if it's bad or not, but, like, he's yacked all over. This dude, like, honestly, a hospital might help him right now. And Ashton's like, dude, we got to get him home. And the problem is this kid drove here. This kid drove over, right? Like, we didn't pick him up. This kid drove over. So we're like, oh, shit, dude. Like, we didn't even bother to go look. We're thinking, like, oh, shit, did he park in the driveway? Like, what are we going to do? Like, we're fucked, bro. And eventually, while him and I are, like, debating what to do with him, this kid's asleep. And I guess he gets better throughout being passed out because we just kind of wait another, like, 30 minutes, chill out. This kid took, like, a power nap after he yacked. And Ashton kind of nudged him up, and he's like, hey, you all right, bro? And dude woke up, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm good. And luckily it went away pretty quickly. I mean, synthetics, for those guys who have done it, you know, synthetics don't last a super long time. But we were terrified, dude. Back in, man, I remember the carts that he used to sell to people. All like a lot of kids that I was friends with used to buy these carts off him and hit them. And I was the guinea pig for a lot of the drugs that he would sell, right? And these carts were crazy, guys. Like, these shits would have you drooling. I'm talking how I felt when I was off this cart playing Counter-Strike is like my leg was like twitching, bro. Like, maybe not literally, but like, listen, dude. I was sitting in that desk playing Counter-Strike and I couldn't feel my fingers clicking to shoot, dude. Like, that shit was unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Such good shit. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Welcome to the first episode, or first upload. I'm fucking stoned right now. Welcome to the first upload of January. Thank you guys for tuning in. Drop a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.